What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a pantry tour. So I'm going to show you everything that's in my pantry and also in my refrigerator and freezer. I've done grocery hauls before, but someone gave me the idea to do a pantry tour just to show you guys what I keep in my pantry and what I keep food-wise in my house at all times. So stocked up for you guys just to kind of show you in general what I usually have on hand. So that's what we're doing today. I do have an announcement and I wanted to share with you guys that I am starting to see clients, which is really exciting, and I'm seeing them online. So if you don't live in my area, that's totally fine. You can go to my website and get all kinds of information about it. I will leave a link down in the description bar below. So all the pricing is listed on there and everything, but if you have any weight loss goals, any health goals, any fitness goals, really anything nutrition related or fitness related, I would be happy to work with you, and I love doing that. I've been seeing a few people and it's been super fun and exciting, and I just love working with you guys. So go to the link down below on my website and you can get all kinds of information. You can actually schedule an appointment directly through my website without even having to talk to me first. If you have any questions, if you go to my website, you can find out how to contact me through there. So yeah, that's what I wanted to share with you guys. I'm super excited about it and I just love doing it. So yeah, if that's something that you're interested in, then go to my website and check it out. So without further ado, let's get into the pantry tour. Here we have the glorious pantry. I do not have a closet pantry because our house is a little small, but we just have these shelves here. So up here I keep my things that I use, like oils and vinegar and things I use to make salad dressing. So apple cider vinegar, you guys know I love that. Olive oil, avocado oil. Avocado oil is a really good oil to cook with, and olive oil, I also use olive oil to cook with. It's actually a myth that you shouldn't cook with olive oil as long as you get extra virgin. So I cook with that too, and I also use that for salad dressings a lot. Tahini, I've been making my own salad dressing using this tahini, and it's so good, which I talked about in my last What I Eat in a Day video. Also vanilla extract. Sometimes we put this in our smoothies. I like to use pure vanilla extract instead of getting things that are vanilla flavored, because you never know if it's actual vanilla. Then I have balsamic vinegar. I also use this for salad dressings a lot, and sometimes I put it on my meat whenever I cook meat. Then I have red wine vinegar. I don't use this really that much at all, but that's also good for salad dressings. And then I also have some sesame oil. This I rarely use. I use it if I'm making like an Asian dish or something like that. Then move on. This is obviously bananas. I always have bananas. I haven't been eating as many of them lately because I was consuming so many, and I think the sugar, all of the sugar, not just with bananas, but all the fruit I've been eating has just been a little too much. So yeah, but I still eat bananas and use those in smoothies. And then these are plantains. They look like they're rotten, but they're really not. They're not like bananas where when the peel gets all brown that it's bad. Actually inside it's probably perfect. It's probably perfect for me to fry up, so I fry up plantains with coconut oil for breakfast in the morning. And then the glorious tray over here. This is fresh garlic. You guys know I use garlic, usually fresh garlic, all the time when I cook. And also avocado. I love avocado. Who doesn't? I always have these on hand. And then sweet potatoes. I always have some kind of potato over here, usually sweet potatoes. I like to make my own sweet potato fries. This shelf is kind of a mixture of things. This is my coconut oil. It's a huge thing that I got from Costco that's lasted me forever. I talked about that in another video. But I use coconut oil to fry things up, also to cook with, and that's really what I use that for. Honey, I don't use honey all the time, but sometimes in smoothies, also salad dressings. I get the raw honey. I'm not super tied to any brand. This was just what we picked up because we were out. And this is a can of black beans, which you guys saw in my video last week for What I Eat in a Day. I've been making bean dip, and then also garbanzo beans, chickpeas. I have had these a while. I was trying to use chickpeas in recipes, but they just, I don't know, I haven't really enjoyed the texture of them. I don't know if I just don't know how to cook them, but these have been here a while. I don't really use them a lot, but if I ever have something for chickpeas, I have them. And then this is just some sea salt from Whole Foods that I don't have anymore. Moving over here, this is my collagen. Right now I've been using Great Lakes collagen. I use that and Further Foods, but this is on Amazon and I have Prime, so I get it in 2 days, and usually I order it right when I need it. So also you get a little bit more for the price with this. So I can leave a link down below for this collagen. This is one that the practitioner that I follow, Chris Kresser, he recommends this kind. So I use this in my tea in the mornings and also in my smoothies. And this is some bone broth. I actually have not tried this yet, honestly, but I'm excited to. Bone broth is really good for your gut. Then back here, you guys know I have not been drinking coffee, so I have all kinds of tea. This is from Tiavana. Then this is the Banza pasta that you guys saw last week in my What I Eat in a Day. Made from chickpeas, so I have not had pasta in a long time that I've made from home because I try to avoid wheat and processed things. So this is actually pretty good. It's not like the best thing you could ever eat, but it's super easy. It's better than not eating at all. If you're like in a pinch and you're hungry and you don't want to cook, this is something that is a good option. Then I have my popcorn here. You guys know I love to make popcorn. I've been trying not to eat as much lately because it is a grain. Sometimes at night I make my popcorn, which I have a recipe for and I can link to that video, but super good. And then I have dates. I also, you guys know that I like to snack on dates with almond butter or peanut butter in the middle. Super good snack, super easy, healthy. And then this is almond flour. So again, you guys know I don't eat grains, so I try to use almond flour if I'm using, I don't use this very often, but if I make date balls or something like that, so I use that for. And then this is oatmeal. I have been eating a little bit more oatmeal lately, not a ton, but just an easy breakfast option if I don't feel like making eggs. I have some coconut milk. This is from Trader Joe's. The ingredients are super important for you to note. It's only organic coconut milk, which is water and organic coconut. So a lot of coconut milk that you can buy in the container, which I'll show you in the refrigerator in a minute. A lot of it has a lot of added ingredients. So if you're making smoothies with this, make sure you get coconut milk that only has coconut in it. You don't want added things in it. Back here we have sesame seeds. Sometimes I use those on salads or whenever I'm cooking an Asian dish. Then I have coconut flakes. This is from my coconut date balls, which I'll link to. I made a video for that. This is coconut flour. I don't really use that often, but it's good if you're baking, which, you know, I don't really bake, but I have this on hand. Also coconut sugar, which I don't really ever use either, but it's good for baking. And then this is just brown sugar, which I think I've had for like 3 years because I literally never use it. Also baking soda back here. So these are all things for baking, which I don't really ever use. Then over here, this is Dave's Killer Bread. This is the seed version, which doesn't have any added sugar in it. I know that Dave's Killer Bread has a lot of varieties that have added sugar, so just check the ingredients, make sure there's no cane syrup or anything added like that. I have some jasmine rice. I have a ton of jasmine rice. I don't really cook it that often, but again, if it's if I'm craving it, I will make it. So I have some quinoa right here, and this is also some quinoa. So I don't really make these items often. Then down here, you guys know that I love my Lara bars. So this is peanut butter. Kevin likes the peanut butter one. I like the cashew one, and I also love the coconut one. Those are my two favorites. Also RX bars, which RX bars has been adding natural flavoring, so I need to look into that, but not a super huge fan of the natural flavoring. Then over here, I have some goodies for smoothies. We use cacao powder for smoothies. Kevin loves to make his smoothies with this because it's like a chocolate milkshake, so you just add that in. No sugar added. Then obviously cashews. I'm out of almonds right now, but normally I would have almonds and cashews. Then this is chia seeds, flax seeds, hemp seeds. You all know that I love to make smoothies with those to make my milk. I just put the seeds in there, I put water in there, blend it up, and it makes a milk, so I don't even have to use milk from a carton. Then down here, this is just random stuff. Spiralizer, which you guys saw in my other video. I will put a link down below. I love this brand. It's a great option if you don't want to eat pasta. You can just spiralize some zucchini. Then over here, this is a little bit emptier, but normally this is where I keep my excess things that I stock up on Trader Joe's. I always go to Trader Joe's and stock up on a ton of things because it's cheap and it's healthy. So this is my extra tahini ghee. This is what I use to cook a lot, and I also use that for my popcorn recipe. Raw almond butter. So I use almond butter more than I use peanut butter because of the omega-6 content in the peanut butter. And then also some maple syrup over here. Obviously don't use this very often, but it's good to have on hand. Then then last but not least, down at the very bottom, this is all my excess things that I stock up on from Trader Joe's, and also just some extra spices that I can't fit in my spice rack, but I have some pepper. This is Himalayan pink sea salt. So this is what I use because it's fresh. You grind it up fresh into your dish, and it's so, so good. This is the garlic salt that I love. This is seriously the best thing ever. Like, I'd never want to use anything else. It's fresh, you grind it up. It has garlic, fresh garlic in there, sea salt crystals, and other spices, and it's so good on everything. Then I have all kinds of other things, like garlic and herb seasoning, some basil, some rosemary, some nutmeg, blah, blah, blah. So that's a lot of excess spices on there. And then over here I just have my colanders and a random water bottle. Moving over to the refrigerator, real quick I'll go through this. So up here we have carrots and cucumber. Love to snack on those and also put them in salads. Back there you can see coconut milk, which is not the best. Again, I just mentioned the canned coconut milk is better, but Kevin likes to use that kind, and so I bought it. Unsweetened. This is the black bean dip that I've been making, and peanut butter from Trader Joe's and almond butter from Whole Foods. Then this is our yogurt. This is my yogurt, and this is Kevin's yogurt. I'm dairy free, so that's coconut milk. And then the hemp seed and the flax seed. Whenever you open the containers, you have to store them in the refrigerator, which I just discovered. Also, you see some orange juice back there. Kevin likes to use that for smoothies as well. I don't use it as much because it's really high sugar, but he likes to use that in smoothies. Down here, we have pasture-raised eggs, some chicken, sausage from Trader Joe's. Really great, easy lunches. Then some grass-fed beef. Down here, we have some cauliflower, some green beans, and some broccoli. I usually always have cauliflower, green beans, and broccoli on hand, and then also a ton of lettuce and spinach spring mix for salads because I usually have a salad like every single day. And then down here I have a butternut squash, so use that for salads as well, or just cut it up and roast it in the oven for a good side for dinner. This is some red cabbage. I will slice this up and put it in salads. Also, you can make sauerkraut with it, which I'm not sure if I'm gonna really venture into that yet. Then this is some radishes, some fresh radishes for salads. You can slice those up. And then also this is some lettuce to do lettuce wraps, which I also did in my video last week. In the drawer, I always have zucchini and squash. Zucchini is awesome in smoothies. You can steam it and put it in the freezer and use for smoothies, and then squash also I use just for sides. Then apples, we always have apples. You can see we have a ton of apples. These are actually probably, some of them are probably a little old, but we love to snack on apples. Then the door. So this is actually, we don't really use this very often. We do eat the salsa. This salsa is so good. The ketchup is actually, my husband works for Young Life, and that's for Young Life events. Usually all of this is for Young Life events. Down here, this is good stuff. This is my fermented cod liver oil, which is what I have been taking for omega-3s because I don't eat a lot of fish and I need some more omega-3s, and also just some other vitamins and minerals that I don't get a lot of because I don't eat a lot of fish. I can talk about that. I'm gonna do another video with all the supplements that I take. Then you guys have seen this. This is sauerkraut. Lots of good probiotics in there. This is Dijon mustard. I used to buy the Whole Foods brand. Coconut aminos. Use that for my favorite recipe, cashew chicken, which I talk about all the time. This is lemon juice. I don't use this a ton. I usually use fresh lemons. As you can see, tons of lemons down there. But this is a very pure brand and it has no added ingredients except for it just has lemons. This is some of my favorite salsa from Trader Joe's. I use this a lot if I have plantain chips, and it has no sugar added. This is Whole30 friendly. In addition to the lemons, we have some pickles, which I love to eat. Pickles, love, love, love pickles. Then down here we have some LaCroix. We usually always have some LaCroix. We love the orange and the lemon. Good if you're craving a soda. Moving on to the freezer. Last and final thing. This is filled with frozen fruit, strawberries, mango, chopped up some kale, and this is some frozen kale just to make it easy to throw in some smoothies. Then we freeze up our bananas and use these for smoothies, super easy. Down here we have some blueberries. We have the triple berry blend mixed berry smoothie. This is some spinach. Whenever my spinach starts to go bad, I just throw it in the freezer and use it for smoothies. You guys saw this last week. This is just some frozen veggies. Down here is the meat. This is salmon. Have some frozen beef on hand. We have some chicken and some salmon burgers, which I was dumb and did not look at the ingredients for these things, but it's not very good. So I've been avoiding eating these because it has potato starch, canola oil, rice flour, and silicon dioxide. So not a fan of these anymore, actually. Did not read the ingredients because it said wild Alaskan salmon burgers, so you think, oh, they're good. Actually, probably not. So that's it. That's everything that I have in my house as far as food goes. I hope that you enjoyed that tour. Sorry if it was a little long. There is a lot of food that I wanted to tell you about, and that's literally every single piece of food that I have in my refrigerator right now. I don't have anything else. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you did so that I can know to make more videos like this. And don't forget to subscribe because I try to upload once a week every single Friday. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions or comments or anything that you want me to know about. I would love to hear from you. And that is it for today. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!